I woke up at 3:07 a.m. to the sound of slow, heavy footsteps outside my bedroom door. At first, I thought I was dreaming. Until I heard a man whisper, "HOA inspection. Open up." My heart froze. HOA? At 3 a.m.? Another voice followed, "We're authorized. Don't make noise." I knew something was terribly wrong. The front door clicked open, not with force, but with a key. A key they shouldn't have. I crawled to my door and peeked through the crack. 3 men stood in our hallway wearing fake police vests that said HOA security, which, by the way, our HOA didn't even have. One of them looked straight at my room. "Check the son's room first." My breath stopped at why Dad had just come home from deployment 2 nights earlier. A retired Navy SEAL, calm, quiet, and always aware of danger before anyone else. Before sleeping, he said one thing: "If you ever feel something is wrong, don't speak. Just signal." So I did. I grabbed the small flashlight he gave me and pointed it toward his room, flicking it twice. Our silent signal, the fake HOA cops walked deeper into the house. One whispered, "He's military. Move fast." They knew my dad, but they didn't know who he really was. They pushed my door. Just an inch. And then, they froze. My dad stepped out of the shadows like he materialized from thin air. No yelling. No panic. Just absolute, controlled authority. He said, "You've got exactly 3 seconds to explain why you're in my home." Their faces drained. One stuttered, "We're with the HOA. Random inspection." Dad smiled. The kind of smile that tells you you've already lost. Dad didn't touch them. Didn't threaten them. He simply said, "If you move, blink, or breathe wrong, my cameras outside have already sent your faces to the local police." The fake cops looked towards the door, but they couldn't run. Dad had locked the smart door remotely. "Sit." And they sat. Like scared school kids, Dad asked one question: "Who gave you the key to my house?" And the truth slipped out. They were hired by a corrupt HOA board member who wanted to inspect our home because we refused to pay an illegal fine. Dad shook his head. "Breaking into a Navy SEAL's house is the dumbest mission you'll ever take." Dad calmly called the real police. When officers arrived, they were shocked to see 3 men sitting quietly on our couch like children waiting for punishment. One officer said to my dad, "How on earth did you manage all 3? Dad simply replied, respectfully, "Officer. They managed themselves." Later, when the house was quiet again, Dad came to my room, placed a hand on my shoulder, and said, "You did the right thing." Situations like this, a calm mind wins. For the first time in years, I realized nothing in this world made me feel safer than knowing he was home. The fake cops confessed. The corrupt HOA board member was arrested. And my dad? He became a quiet legend in our neighborhood, the man who didn't need weapons or threats. Just presence, discipline, and intelligence. And every night since then, when I switch off the lights, I remember his words: "Fear ends when preparation begins."